All right. So we are back in the mix. John and Jimmy, Titans Edge, evolving with us. Are you guys evolving this year or what? How about you, Jimmy? How's the first of the year going? Happy New Year, bro. Always good. We're here for another one.
Well, we missed a couple.
Yeah, well, I'm saying we're here for another year.
I felt out of rhythm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
I felt out of rhythm.
We had Christmas and we had New Year's, so it's been a holiday type 2 weeks. So at that point, it's good. Got a little break. Families all came in town. I'm sure on your end, on my end too as well. So it was good, man. It's, Christmas in Florida really doesn't feel like Christmas because when you live up north, you have the snow. But yeah, I guess it was a cold.
Cold? It was in the 40s.
Yeah, on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, I think it a little cooler.
40s.
It was nice. Yeah, it was nice.
It's yeah, it is different.
It's a little different, right?
It's a little different.
It's a little different.
It's, our Santa wears
Yep.
long shorts.
Yep. He's got red shorts, Birkenstocks, his sandals on, and tank top to boot.
That's
I mean, it's just I think next year instead of a Christmas tree, I think I'm gonna get a palm tree and just decorate a palm tree and put it in my living room.
that works.
It's like a Florida Christmas tree, right?
That works. I mean. So how long have you been down here?
I've been down here since 2021. So I've been down here, 24 years, 25 years now, 2026. 25 years, 21 years up north. So at that point, I've been down here a lot longer now. So at that point, this is home.
Yeah.
But it's been a while.
I came down here in 92.
92. Wow.
92. Yeah, I drove down with a laundry basket full of clothes and MapQuest, Doritos, and 2 apples.
Wow.
trying to live the dream.
Yeah, man. A whole different world down here in 92 too, right? I mean, it's nothing like it is now.
Right after Andrew.
Oh, really?
I think it was right after Andrew.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I couldn't get over the fact that I could walk out of the house with a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah. Yeah.
After living in Jersey.
Yeah.
And then Greece.
I know.
It's like, okay, what's the weather like? You don't even have to talk like that. You have to think like that.
Right.
I can see that now. It's like, is it sunny or not sunny?
Right. Right.
So,
I need a light jacket to go out, or maybe I get to wear a sweatsuit once in a while down here.
how many hoodies do you own?
I got a good amount. I got a good amount of sweatsuits.
No, hoodies, like those big hoodies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got
Really?
Yeah, I got a good amount. I've got a Nike Tech ones and stuff like that. So
I maybe have 10 that I have in the last 2 years from my gas
yeah,
contract.
Yeah.
I never owned hoodies because I was always down here.
yeah.
And then if I would go to the Arnold Classic or whatever, I would have a jacket. And that was
Right.
it,
Yeah, I guess I don't have too many jackets. I mean, I have too many hoodies. I mean, I've got some sweatsuits that are a little thicker, probably about 5 or 6, maybe 8 at the tops, but all the rest are like really thin jumpsuits and stuff like that. I've got a couple jackets where I've got to wear a couple jackets this year on nights, like New Year's and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's just worn, but you don't get it too much, but you'll get some days here and there.
I like it. I like when it gets cold. So you started off 2026 with a bang.
Oh yeah.
Tell me or tell everybody about this whole LA Fitness partnership.
Yeah. So, we got to do a deal with LA Fitness to really benefit our patients, right? To give them something exclusive that nobody else in the country is getting, which was huge to me. I was like, this is awesome because, if it's the most inexpensive membership that they're ever going to offer, $29.99 a month, 0 down enrollment. And at that point, like getting to be able to keep that, even if they had a membership there previously, they're paying $55. They can cancel that out and get this new membership with the $29.99. So that's huge.
So how do they confirm that they are a Titan?
So what they'll do is, so when the Titan client wants the information and we verify they're a patient, we give them the information.
Got it.
And they'll get a phone number and they'll get a contact name that they'll call and they'll talk to this person and they'll get signed up with that deal.
All right. So if I go to LA Fitness and I say I'm a Titan patient, I fill out everything.
You don't get none of that. You have to call into the office or text in the office.
This office.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we'll give you the information, right? So like somebody calls up like, hey, I seen your newsletter, John, that you guys are offering this awesome, amazing exclusive deal at LA Fitness. I'm a patient. How do I take advantage of this? And we're like, hey, listen, here's the phone number and here's the person we'll talk to, and they're going to get you all signed up.
All right. So there's a there's a direct line to
There's a direct line to some of
this
the handling
this
these
program.
memberships. That's correct.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's super cool.
I mean,
It is.
I saw you posted about it, but I didn't know if it was happening when we talked. But is this nationwide?
Nationwide.
Wow.
Nationwide. So it doesn't matter. They could be in Washington because I got patients all over the country. They could be in Washington, but hey, listen, I'm a patient. And I want to get the exclusive deal. Like, so
You guys are all taking advantage of this.
dude, I mean, listen, if you're paying $9.99 somewhere else, then
Yeah.
do it, right? I understand that, right? You want the most inexpensive membership there is. But if you're paying $45 or whatever, now you're going to get it for $29.99. If you're paying $55 during a client, you're going to pay $29.99. If you don't have a gym membership, this is a pretty inexpensive way to get one. Even with you're paying the $55, let's say you're a member there now, you're paying the $100 annually too. So, I mean, really, they're helping us out a lot by being able to offer that, to even, clients that are currently paying the higher, that's taking money out of their pocket too. So I understand that.
Do you know there was a survey? I was shocked when I heard it. Not that I was shocked because it was something that I didn't think would happen. Do you know 68% of the people who actually have gym memberships have two?
Yeah, I believe that.
68% of the 100%
Sure.
that have gym memberships have two memberships.
I believe that.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I mean,
It keeps it fresh.
there's a company out there that offers the universal membership. So you pay them.
Oh, really?
And you can go to like 6 or 7 different clubs.
Right.
So that's a pretty good deal. I mean, I don't know how much it is, but I did see it. I was like, that's a pretty good idea. Because if you can work out with the clubs, I mean, depending on who you are, traveling, whatever it is, there might be different gyms in those cities or states.
So if I get blood work, if I'm a patient, registered patient to get blood work, can I still go to LA Fitness? Or do I have to buy peptides? Do I have to be a paying customer?
No. I mean, we want to pay a client that was at least spending $300. But at that point, like, if you're just getting blood work and you ask for it, you'll get the deal.
Get it.
I'm not going to cancel it all that.
I mean, because what you're promoting is
I want
get
people,
your ass in the gym.
I want people to work out.
Yeah.
I want them to exercise.
That's a great, man.
I want them to, hey, listen, you got the program with us.
Yep.
This is great.
Yep.
But you need the activity, you need the nutrition, you need the drink.
You're making the effort and getting your blood work.
Yes.
You're making that move to see what's going on inside, getting the peptides, whatever that is.
Right.
Right. You made that jump.
Right.
Here's this to complement it.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, I'm working on a way to do it for free for some people too as well. After they spend a certain amount of money, but that program hasn't rolled out yet. So as soon as it does, I'll let you guys know because that's going to be, I think, even bigger.
Of course.
People are going to want to sign up for that for crazy if they're going to get a free membership, And so, but, right now, at least we can offer the discount, no enrollment, nothing like that. So at that point, we could save people some money, get them going. I mean, this is the biggest time of year where people do sign up for gym memberships. That's why I wanted to make sure it was launched. So I was like, in the first month, I was like, this is really important because this is the time where memberships skyrocket. And at that point, now we can save people some money. LA Fitness can get some more members. I'm good with that, at that point. And
it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
It's definitely a win-win, and they even have some clubs internationally. So Canada, like all these clubs. So, it's a good thing. I'm partnered with a lot of gyms, but nobody's offered me nothing like this, like nationally for patients. And at that point, I was like,
how many locations do you have?
Huh?
How many locations do you have?
The LA Fitness?
Yeah. Is it 1,000?
How many locations does LA Fitness own? 700 clubs in the United States. It's a lot of clubs. That's a lot. I mean, what, you got 50 states? So what does that mean? What, at least, man, we're talking about 12, 14, at least in a state and an average. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good.
So it's good.
That's awesome.
It's good. And you know what? They're redefining what they're doing there too, which is nice. Like they're starting to add the strength classes, the Pilates, some of these different things that they weren't offering before. That I think that, obviously people need some versatility in their activity and their exercise programs. And this can give them that option.
Right.
If they're not a lifter like us and, they need to start, or they're a girl, they want to go do Pilates.
Don't forget all these big box courses like LA Fitness.
Yeah.
They're all cardio.
No.
You walk in and you got 60 treadmills.
Yes. Yes.
And now they're starting to see the resistance training.
Yes.
Starting to work. That's
Absolutely.
where your real cardio is, right?
1,000,000%.
So
1,000,000%. You know, I mean, I think that's the biggest one. I mean, you know, I mean, I don't know.
what's longevity?
It's
Building muscle.
absolutely, absolutely. That's the main name of the game. So, you know, I mean, that's what we want to do. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about too. Shit, that's good.
It's a lot harder at 60 though, I gotta tell you.
Of course, it's harder every year that you
It's not
age.
easy, man. I'm holding on to it
I'm sure.
as like I'm hanging off a cliff.
I'm sure, man. I'm sure. I
You
mean,
know?
at 44, I'm like, damn, like it's starting to become a journey. But at that point, like at 60, man, I mean, I got 16 more years to go. That's a long fucking
Start now.
oh,
Because I thought I would
oh,
never,
dude.
I thought I would never be this hard.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just keep growing.
Yeah.
Because I had it down. I knew my
Yeah.
body. I understand
Right.
the process. I know the protein, the carbs, the fats. I know all that, right?
Right. The training.
In this past year, it's like my body just took a shit. It's like, what happened? Right? So, with the peptides, with the training, I had to reformulate my whole protocol, my whole approach. As you know, I found myself overtraining.
Right.
Me overtraining.
Right. Right. Right.
That never happened in my life. Right?
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, I got to be careful doing this. I got to be careful doing this exercise.
Yeah.
I got to be careful eating this.
Yeah.
Now it's been crazy. But once you understand it,
Yeah.
then you can just follow it.
Right.
Follow it. And I have to tell you, not because we're here doing the podcast, the peptides that I'm taking, man, as you know, it's like
They're game
hey,
changers.
it's late. Where are they? Well, that's how.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's how influential they've been in my life.
Right.
Right. So I can imagine. And don't forget, I'm the guy who took the PEDs.
Right.
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 So what is better than PEDs building muscle? Nothing.
Nothing.
So now, right, these have impacted me so much that I'm like, why doesn't everybody on this? It's crazy. It's crazy. And that's why I keep telling people, and I actually, have brought,
Yeah.
patients over, hey, do this, do this, do this, go there, tell them what you want, listen to them. Well, Jimmy, what do you recommend? Hear them out first.
Right.
Right. That's like I said before about your what you call it?
The nurse practitioner.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she pushed back a little.
Yeah.
Because they're secure. They know what they're talking about.
Right. Right.
But it's just something else popped in my mind. So when someone is on ACG, they're in their 40s, let's say, okay? They're in ACG and they're doing Clomid or Ribodex to raise testosterone levels.
Okay. So they're doing a nashazole with and clomiphene or ACG, right?
To increase testosterone levels.
Right, of course.
Okay? You have the estrogen side,
Yep.
but then you also have the testosterone side.
Right.
Which one, I can't say which one's better because, no, you can't say which one works because they kind of both work, right? But which one in the long run is the ideal?
I mean, you want to take ATG or anastrozole. I mean, excuse me, ATG or clomiphene to raise testosterone levels. The next thing you have to do is some people will convert into estrogen. So you're going to look at some type of aromatase inhibitor like anastrozole. Very small dose, but some people might need a little bit more. Some people might not need none at all. It just depends.
At that point,
Yeah.
where does that, is it estradiol or estradiol?
Estradiol.
Estradiol, right?
Yep.
Because it's the Greek thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Estradiol. What level is that at? Supposedly, what's that range for that 40 to 50-year-old?
Sure. I mean, reference range from normal range is 0 to 40.
Okay.
At that point, 20 to 30, I think is optimal.
Okay.
I mean, anybody that's below 40, I think is going to be good. Start creeping up past 40 and to 50s and 60s, and I would try to knock it down.
Okay.
The only reason some people are like, hey, listen, I want a little bit higher, I want to build more tissue and everything like that, but you're going to hold more water. And at that point, it can be, blood pressure raising because of water retention.
Right.
And then the aesthetic look too as well, right? When it's dry. But, overdoing the anastrozole is going to be, it's a balancing act, right? It's not like, we should just knock this all the way out. or we should just let this shit ride all the way through. Like, no, it's a balancing act.
Right. But sometimes, if I'm not mistaken, high estrogen levels actually help you build more muscle.
They help great tissue,
Right.
right? So, but you got to remember now it's not like it's just like, oh, well, we're going to target building muscle tissue.
Okay.
We're going to build tissue all the way around.
Okay.
This could be gynecomastia. You know, I mean, this is where the growth happens. Usually, you're not going to get that. Usually, what I see is I see a lot of guys are blasting. They're on, bigger amounts of testosterone, and at that point, their estradiol's coming back at 100, 123. That's pretty high, right? But they feel good. They're like, man, but I feel really good. And I'm like, you can still feel good, but the estrogen doesn't have to be that high, and you can still grow muscle. Think about it, Jimmy. Would you be able to grow muscle just as a regular dude? Like, yeah, because your estrogen level, right?
Sure.
Because it's in normal range.
Right.
The body's like used to it in these ranges, right? There's nothing crazy going on extracurricular. So raising testosterone up through that level, that threshold of normal per se, is not a bad thing. But I think if we leave it estrogen and it's too high, I think you have problems. And it might not even be just gynecomastia, but like I said, the water retention, and then at that point the blood pressure, and then at that point hitting the kidneys. So these are this is where I'm like,
It's the kidneys, basically.
that's to me, that's the biggest
That's
thing.
the biggest thing.
And but it's not like, like, oh well, your estrogen's high, your kidneys are no, but the blood pressure's going, and that's gonna do this, and you're gonna have this problem.
There's also have been guys that have taken too much estrogen blockers
Yes.
and lowered their estrogen,
Yes.
but they don't feel that. They feel this joint pain.
Oh, for sure.
And they don't think that their mind doesn't go to estrogen levels.
Yeah.
They're thinking my joints are drying out.
Right.
All right. It must be an exercise or
Right.
it might be something else.
Right. Right. Or I'm hurt or whatever it
Right.
is. No, it's definitely listen, if you go too low on estrogen, there's some bad things that are going to happen, right? You're going to feel achy and dry all through and through. So your joints are really going to hurt. Your libido, is going to have ED, right? That's gone. And then at that point, like, you're just not going to feel good. Fatigue, I mean, different things happen when it's low like that. So this is something that you don't want to do. Heart health, I mean, like I said, you need estrogen.
We die
We
when
know
hormones
this.
are going.
We know, right? We know that estrogen's needed. It's not to be fucking knocked
So,
out.
for a second, so if you guys are out there listening to this and your joints hurt and you're training and you're eating, check your blood work.
Yeah, definitely.
The reason why I'm saying this, I had a client hurt, and he actually told me off record, he goes, should I take DECA? I'm like, just get some blood work first. Right? His estrogen was 12.
Yeah, that's too low.
I mean,
Some people it is.
but he didn't feel anything else.
Right.
Right?
This was super dry.
He just, his knees, his elbows were a mess.
Yep.
And I'm like, just get some blood work. Let's go see what's going on.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's your answer.
Yep. I'll tell you, one thing that has helped my joints for sure is definitely Nandrolone. Decanandrolone, I take 100 milligrams a week, and we prescribe to patients. So if you're a patient out there, you need Nandrolone. Before, we wouldn't prescribe for patients unless they had like some serious documentation, right? Like they had some sort of surgery, of chronic injury, something of that sort. But I mean, there's more and more research coming on, obviously, and then having some of these guys and be able to give them a medical dose of Nandrolone. And at that point, if they're on testosterone, great. But if they're not, we're still prescribing to patients. But it has done a world of difference for me, for sure, 1,000,000%. Like,
But your estrogen levels and your testosterone levels are in range.
yes,
And that's when you kick in the DECA.
Yeah.
Or the natural.
yes,
Right?
Yeah.
So that's what I was trying to say. People are trying to go, guys that I know, are
Yeah.
trying to go straight to the Nandrolone side with the joints. And you're just putting a band-aid on the issue.
absolutely.
Look at your hormones. Look at that, the estrogen levels and your testosterone levels first.
Yep.
Then you take care of everything else.
Sure. That's the foundation.
Right.
And that's what they should look at first off. Make sure everything's in check there, get that all dialed in, and at that point, then you can start, hitting whatever needs to be done next. Whether it's, you need healing peptides, and you need some Nandrolone, and you want to gain some more weight, whatever it is. I mean, the foundation needs to be set. It's like a house. BBC, TB500, KPP. That recovery stack is ridiculous. So, I mean, we have even one has all three of those and has GHKCU. So that's for skin, right? It's the collagen peptide. It's great for resurfacing, remodeling skin, like wrinkles, like
That's the
most. That's the one.
That-
That's the
my
one.
tam.
Yes, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's definitely the one. I mean, honestly, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea even just to get her the recovery stack with BBC, TB, and KPV and
because you just said
GHK.
that, I think we're going to do
Because
that.
man, you're talking about inflammation. I mean, for recovery purposes, for because I know she's going beast out mode in the gym too with you, right? I see the videos.
She's out of control.
Yeah, so she's doing good.
Can you stop her from not plucking back?
I don't think I get that.
Is there a peptide for that?
I don't think I
Huh?
get that. I don't think
Like
I
some,
get that.
like, you know, maybe
Yeah,
you don't know.
No, I don't
We got to.
We got to make something you can lose their voice. They can still move their lips. We
Oh, I
can't-
don't care. She can move her lips as long as I don't hear. And you know she's a little country, so sometimes when she gets mad at me or whatever,
Oh, yeah.
she's got that little
Twang.
twang, yeah, little twang thing, you know. And I'm like, oh, Jesus, here we go.
That's all right. Tree's
Yeah.
the same way. I always tell her, I'm like, listen, man, I'm like, you just sit there, stop talking, and look pretty. That's it. That's all you need to do anymore. I don't even want to hear anything else.
I'm working on that right now. But yeah, that's what she said for Christmas and New Year's. That's what she wanted for a gift.
Gotcha.
You
That
know,
could-
but
that could definitely-
she's killing it, man.
That's awesome.
54 years old.
Yep.
She's training harder than she ever did in her
Yep.
30s and 40s.
Yeah,
I believe it's because she's more educated now.
of course. I mean, she's with you. I mean, that's a pretty big
She
thing.
still doesn't listen to me.
Yeah, I know, but you're an example.
Yeah, but I'm too close to her. She has to read it somewhere
Yeah,
and then come to me. And my reaction is, where'd you hear that?
right.
She goes, I read it. I said, who said that? They said. I said, listen, they said. Who's they? Right? So
Who's the
I
expert?
let her work through it, I let her work through it. And then after a while, a couple of weeks, it comes back.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, you were right about that. I'm just too close.
Right.
But if you told her the same thing,
Right.
she'd be like, yeah, John said I should be taking this, I should be doing this. And 2 weeks before that, I told her the same thing.
That's how it happens.
Yeah, it is. Right?
Happens with the kids, happens with the
Yeah.
wives, and it's
Yeah.
just how it goes.
Yep. It's so stupid.
That's funny, man.
Um,
That's funny. We got in here?
what we got? Oh, yeah, see?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my girl right there. That's my girl right
We
there.
don't got any comments from YouTube yet. This is crazy. Usually we have like 2,000 people. Huh. Okay. That's all right. So let's talk about the therapy of the week that's coming up.
So, do we have any new therapies?
So the Titan Transformation Stack is one of our new therapies.
Okay.
And it has AOD, MOTS-C, testosterone, and ipuronol. 4 big bangers, 1 injection. So this is like a game changer. So a lot of people want to take advantage of this. And it's, I mean, for 4 different peptides, you'd be paying, I don't know, probably around $2,000 for it. So we did it for like 1,000. But we're going to do a super, super discount on this. I think they're going to do it. Shreese was talking about like $600 for all, and that is a huge deal.
And how long does
That's a month.
they're going to get that question? Right?
It's a month.
How long do I use that?
It's a month.
Okay.
But you're getting 4 I mean, testosterone by itself is a game changer.
Right.
I mean, anything that's going to attack visceral belly fat and then raise growth hormone levels. I mean, that's
So, can I be the devil's advocate here?
sure.
Okay. Because this is where they're going to come and ask the questions. So, I'll ask this question.
Yeah.
So, we got 4 in there.
Yep.
Are they all full dosages?
Yep.
Okay. Because, sometimes.
Of course.
Okay.
I know. I knew that rebuttal would be coming. Right. Well, is it the same dose? Yes. Just like the VPC and TB5, same dose.
Right.
It's 15 milligrams of each in the bottle, man.
So instead of someone buying 4 different, right? They're just buying all in one.
That's right.
Now, obviously, since you're putting them in one, they can be combined.
Yes.
Are they water-based or oil-based?
Water-based.
They're water-based.
All peptides are water based.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's fast acting.
They're all fast acting. Some peptides can't be mixed together, but these peptides can. And it's a game changer because one, you just have to do 4 injections. A lot of people can't do that, right? They don't want to stick themselves 4 times. They can't think about sticking themselves morning, night, whatever it is. So
It becomes like a task.
it's a job.
Yeah,
It's like anything else. Like,
You're
you
like,
gotta be
you're like,
consistent.
I'm not going to do it this morning. I'll do it later. Later comes around, you forget.
Nah, you got to get in a routine. The best way is to stay in a routine, and then you don't stop. Right? There's no restriction. Like
Right.
Most of them you would do in the morning anyway. So that's the first thing you do in the morning. Like you get up, like me, I get up, I let the dog out, and then at that point I'm doing my injections.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
starting
like I
everything.
wake up, I get my
Yeah,
hydration.
yeah, I'm drinking water,
Yeah,
getting
that's
it all
it.
down, and then at that point, like you're good to go. And then later on, when I get home, I'm eating dinner. I draw up my shots for later on.
Yep.
I put them by the bed.
For the next day, right?
No,
Oh, for nighttime. Okay, gotcha.
I'll shoot them at night. So at that point, like, so people just got to be consistent and get in a routine. I mean, most people, they're only going to want to do one or two, but you get
Here's
some people are like,
here's what I think a lot of people tend to give up. Okay, this is work, right? If you do one shot in the morning or two shots in the morning, and then you do another one or two shots at night, okay. Sometimes a little painful, okay? Being honest, you know that, right? So, but after 4 or 5 days, 6 days, a week, 2 weeks, sometimes some of these people say, I'm not seeing the results I want to see, so I don't want to shoot this every day.
right.
I think that's the biggest mistake
Yep.
because sometimes people metabolize things differently.
Right.
Like me, with MK677, I take it at 8 o'clock at night, at 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm starving at 10 o'clock.
Yep.
Like literally.
Yep.
And I've tested that. And I even asked you the first time I took it, I called you, is this a placebo effect?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I still test it sometimes.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
I take it in the morning, by 10 o'clock, the house shuts down for me to eat.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I know. Trust me.
I'm serious.
I know.
So people should just be patient, you know?
Yeah, they got to be to some extent. I mean, you're not going to change your body in a week or 2 weeks, right?
But-
I don't care what you're on.
But they think because this whole peptide thing
Yeah.
is, they see all these women and men losing all this weight with the true
The
time, this and that,
GLPs, yeah.
GLPs.
Sure.
Yes, you'll lose the weight for sure, right? But we're talking about this other stuff. It's like, that's all working.
Right.
That's more faith-based.
Right.
Right? You don't really feel it.
Right.
Unless you do the Hercules potion.
Right.
Okay.
You'll know that for sure.
You know that.
Absolutely.
But usually all these other peptides, they're faith-based.
Right.
And if you know you're getting it from a legitimate,
Yeah.
anti-aging clinic or a spa,
Right.
like yours, you just gotta be a little patient.
Yeah. I agree.
And most of the people that I personally know, is they didn't know it was working until they stopped. And they realized that was the key factor.
Right.
Feel like shit.
Right. It's true.
And next thing you know, they're calling you back.
Yep. They always come back. That's the saying here.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. And at that point, like, they might feel some benefits, like, BPC and TB500 with the information right off the bat. Like, there's some different things that might get instant gratification from, but these things are all working, right? And at that point, like, it takes a little bit of time to work. Even when you're talking about growth hormone starts working immediately after, it's
3
like,
weeks for me.
Right.
After the,
but at that point, like,
You know?
you need some time on it for the effects of that to really start changing things. It's not just going to happen overnight.
but you also have to live the lifestyle.
Of course.
I mean, I'm not saying chicken and rice.
no.
Okay.
No, but like,
That's extreme. We got
yeah.
But I'm just talking about like living a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
Or cutting out the bad stuff that you're doing. You don't see a lot of people want to turn around and say, okay, today I'm gonna start eating healthy. You don't need to do that right away. If you can, if you want, you can. But sometimes that change is very abrupt.
Right.
Right. And
Shocking.
they don't last.
Yeah, I know.
But if you start a program, it's like, okay, today I'm gonna eat a little healthier, a little not as bad. Okay, not healthy, not as bad as I ate yesterday. Right? And all of a sudden, do it 2 or 3 days of that, you see the difference. You start to feel the difference. Then a little weight comes off because once you start eating a little healthier, that little weight comes off.
The first thing I would say to anybody out there, if you want to lose weight immediately within the first week, there's two things you can do. One, well, I guess there's three, and up your intake of water.
Yeah, of course.
That's the first thing. But two, don't drink any pop, no carbonation whatsoever. And then three, don't eat any fried foods whatsoever. You do this, you'll probably lose at least a pound or two in the fucking
Easy.
first week.
Easy.
I mean, it's pretty simple and easy to do. Like, one thing you stay away from fried foods. And that's a killer, right? Like everybody likes French fries or whatever, you fry, like calamari, even for us. I like fried calamari, So it's good.
Sometimes I'll take the 5 pounds of water.
Exactly, right? But that's us being able to do that because of the lifestyle we've lived for so long. It's easy for us to be able to do a cheat type situation scenario. It doesn't. And then we know what to do. We're like, all right, well, we need to start really getting this shit off or getting it out. So we can do that. But most people, they're not in that situation scenario. They go 5 days eating clean, and then the whole weekend is drinking, eating, whatever the hell they want, and then back Monday they're trying to start doing it again.
I'll start Monday again. The first thing I recommend is what you just said, fried foods. I'm not really a pop. I don't really tell them not to drink the pop. Fried foods and bread.
Carbs in that sense.
But the bread,
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
When you cut off the bread the first week,
Yeah, it's a big one.
you drop weight. You drop that.
It's a big.
Now, I'm not saying don't forever.
Yeah.
Okay. You can add it. You can actually add it. But if you're actually trying to lose the 4 to 7 pounds,
Yep.
okay, of weight,
Yep.
right? Of weight.
Yep.
Weight is
Yep.
water, muscle, fat, bone. It's everything.
Yep.
Okay. If you want to lose the 4 to 7 pounds of weight on the scale, cut the fried foods, cut the breads, and drink more water.
Yeah. I agree. And breads are the first things they bring out to you at a restaurant.
Right.
Why?
Because it actually increases your appetite. It gives you that.
It does that, but at that point, if you drink water and bread, it expands in the stomach. You're not as hungry.
So there was 2 places. Well, but one was the Olive Garden way in the back.
I used to love eating the unlimited breadsticks.
My dad loves to this day, he calls it the Olive Garden.
Oh my
The whole Greek accent type of thing. I wanted to go to the Olive Garden. So whenever we used to go to the Olive Garden, those 4 breadsticks were gone. I would tell the server, can you just
Yeah, they're unlimited breadsticks.
bring the salad, then you're done.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
But the Roadhouse for me, with those little buns,
Yeah.
with the cinnamon butter,
Yeah.
I'm already 3 baskets in before my steak comes out. Right. But again,
Yeah.
I know that day for me is like a refeed.
Sure,
right?
sure.
Boy, do I feel it.
Of course.
Actually, by night, I feel it in my hands.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm up at least 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Right? But it's amazing because they bring you that bread.
Of course. And I can always do it. I mean, on those days, 7-8 pounds is not a problem.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy. I don't know. I want to ask you this, I guess, because so every night I go to bed, and let's say I'm 200 pounds, 205 pounds, 210 pounds, whatever, it fluctuates. And at that point, every morning I wake up, I'm 3 pounds lighter than when I was when I went to sleep.
I'm 10.
10 pounds?
10.
Wow.
I've always wanted to be around 10, and my diet never stops adjusting until I'm 10.
So you wake up the next day, you're 10 pounds lighter than when you went to bed.
I used to be 280. I was 270. I used to be 270. Now I'm 260. And now I'm at night 260. I'm 250.
Wow.
You know why? That's how I measure my food, my carbs.
Well, yeah. That's a good way to measure it.
Yes.
If you're losing
all my clients,
yeah.
Obviously they don't weigh as much as me.
Yeah.
I'm more of a 5 pound.
Right.
And they're like, I asked them, and they're like, why do you need my weight at night and in the morning again?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll explain to you. Do it to them for 3 days. They're like, well, I only lost 1 pound. I'm like, okay, you need to eat more food.
Right.
Well, why? I'll let you know in 3-4 days.
Right.
They'll text me in the morning, Jimmy, I'm down 5 pounds. Good. Keep eating what you're eating.
Yep. That's good.
Yeah.
It's definitely good.
Yeah. You want that because now you're hydrating.
Yeah.
Glycogen.
Right.
So when you wake up and you haven't lost any weight, or gained weight, there's 2 things. Your body's tired or you're not eating enough.
Right.
Because when you're not losing any weight, your body's holding on to it.
Right.
You're
Right.
training.
Of course. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's funny you said that because I've been doing that since 1994.
Yeah. I'll wake up like,
Yeah.
man, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I ate the shit out of everything yesterday. I mean, totally.
And those are the days, sometimes, like last week, Tammy and I, oh my God, it was one of those days that I was like, business is really good.
Yeah.
Because I launched some new products, right? And we're just selling out. And I'm like, hey, I think it's pizza night. It's one of those emotional eating, right? So we went and pizza, then we went and had ice cream, and I weighed myself and I was literally 10 pounds heavier.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I woke up the next morning lighter from the previous. I actually lost weight
Wow.
because I had that refeed. It just
Yep.
spun me
Yep.
into a faster metabolism.
Yep.
Usually that happens. If you're on a diet and then you go eat 2, 3 burgers,
Right.
or you have one of the shit food that one
Right.
meals,
Right.
you'll lose that weight the next day.
Right.
If you didn't, that means your body didn't really need it.
Right. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Does make sense, you know? I mean, that's crazy. So I'm sure a lot of people, I don't know if they go through that or they've seen that, but
I don't think they look for it.
I think you should.
But they don't know. They don't know
Yeah.
until they listen and they're like, hey, you know what? Let me pay some attention to it. Because every single one of my clients for the
Yeah.
past 7, 8 years,
Yeah.
whenever I told them to do it, that every single one questioned me like, why that? I just want to see if you're eating enough.
Of course.
Well, aren't the numbers? Like, numbers are numbers.
Right.
We want to see in action.
Right.
You know?
Actually, yeah. I mean, people say like, like, don't weigh yourself every day. Listen, I weigh myself every day.
Yeah.
So I can keep it in check. It's
It's a gauge.
It is.
It's a gauge.
It's super. I mean, you want to be very specific and dialed in. You need to know these things. It's like anything else, like testing or seeing these numbers and then consistently doing it, and then like, all right, what's the meaning of this, or what do I need to do? Because if you're not gaining too, I mean, you got the calories because you might be burning those calories. Your body's just burning through them too, right? So, because I mean, there's some people out there that want to gain. It's not just about losing weight. It's about, hey, listen, all right, I want to put on, 5 pounds of quality muscle this year. I mean, I think that's pretty reasonable.
That's very reasonable.
I've seen some guys 10 to 15 pounds now, and before it was like 5 pounds of lean tissue was really good. I just think that with some of the different things and PEDs and peptides and different things like that, that it's expedited some of those rates in some people. Maybe they got good genetics too as well, and it's just added on top of it. But I think that's a reasonable thing to do.
Go on my IG if you can. I just posted one of my clients. He's one of the thousands. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
40 pounds.
Wow.
40 pounds in 7 months.
Wow.
I have been eating so much food that at one point he's like, I can't eat anymore. Okay, and he's leaner than he ever was.
Wow.
40 pounds lighter.
Wow. That's huge.
But it's the food is so important that we don't realize how much food we can eat.
Yeah.
Of quality food.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's a quality food.
Right.
And we need to eat because our bodies are a machine.
Yeah.
If we don't feed the muscle.
Yep. It's gonna get us from somewhere.
Right.
It's gonna get from somewhere.
So when people come here and they're on the peptides and they're the anti-aging and the IGF-1, IGF-1 and LR3,
Yep.
all that good stuff, right? What's one thing one thing they really need to pay attention to? Okay, so in other words, the question is like, okay, thanks, John, got my therapy. What's one thing that you add to that? Hey, make sure you do this.
For any therapy, I always tell them the 4 essentials: activity, eating, sleeping, and water.
Okay.
Those are the 4 pillars. Those are the 4 essentials.
That you have to eat.
You gotta eat.
But that's a lot of people don't do that.
Well, I mean, people think that they're like, well, I'll fast. I'm like, all right, well, I guess you can do that if you really want to. I mean,
Does it really help? Where's the
how
protein
long-
synthesis?
Exactly. Well, I mean, I'm not a big,
You
not a
need
big
the
fast
synthesis
guy.
every 3, 4, 5 hours.
Agreed. You need to keep the metabolism running instead of keeping the metabolism guessing when the next nutrients are going to come into play. Because if it keeps guessing, it's like, oh, well, we better hold on to what we got. Because, at this point, we better keep these
And
stored
that's what
calories.
arises in starvation mode.
Yeah. Yeah. And, I mean, you go on a desert island, you don't eat no food, you're probably going to shrink, right? But all the muscle is going to be gone and the fat. I mean, look at those Naked or Afraid. I don't know if you ever see that show.
Yeah.
But go out there 30 days. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you're weak, you're frail, you're broken down, you have no muscle, and you've lost a lot of fat. That's what happens. Instead of feeding the muscle and the body, getting the proper hydration, water. I even tell people about injecting, right? Like, think about it, right? When you're injecting your muscle, it's not hydrated. It's like a shriveled prune. If it's hydrated, it's like a full juicy grape. And that's how you want it.
And that's how it absorbs it as well.
You know, so it's important just for hydration, just on that tip. But I mean, even hydration on, just on a daily basis for people in kidney health, I'm just sticking on that just because my dad. I'm like, man, I'm like, if people can avoid this and it's so easy to do, then just look at these three things: sugar levels, hydration, and making sure your blood pressure's in check.
And usually blood pressure doesn't come from sodium. No, most of it comes from sugar.
Yes. I mean, it can, if you have massive amounts of sodium,
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you're gonna,
like these people are eating like these frozen dinners. Have you ever looked at the sodium content in there? Like 1,200 milligrams per.
yeah, but if you're overweight, and eat that. Yeah, of course. But if you eat that,
Oh no, of course, yeah.
you actually get full. You actually look full.
It really depends on the person, right, and what their situation is.
Veins coming out of your arms.
Yeah. I mean, for us, it's gonna be like, yeah, all right, this is gonna be great. But for the normal person that's really trying to get on that health and fitness journey, like they need to look at these things. I don't have to say, I was pissed the other day. I started eating, so I eat these protein cereal, right?
Yeah.
And I eat Magic Spoon.
Okay.
Magic Spoon is my favorite. Magic Spoon's 13 grams of protein, no sugars, 4 calories per serving. So it's awesome. It's awesome for a snack, hungry at night, whatever it is, it'll get you by, and you're not really, you're not really contributing to anything bad. So somebody's like introduced me to Ghost cereal. I'm like, oh man, it's 17 grams per serving size. So I didn't look, and this is on me because I usually do. I didn't look at everything.
The other ingredients.
I was so pissed off. I ate 2 boxes of this shit. I was like, I'll never eat it again. I'm gonna do it when you want it, just so people out there don't like
It's in the other ingredients, right?
Dude, yeah. Corn syrup and a bioengineered ingredient. That's high fructose corn syrup.
But the nutrition facts might look great.
It does.
Yeah.
17 grams protein per serving size, 6 serving sizes inside. I mean, there was a little bit more sugar content as far as that goes, but it's like 4 grams, right? Nothing. But when I start seeing that bioengineered ingredient and I see corn syrup, I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn,
But that's where people turn around and like, I do macros.
yeah,
That's not good.
no. Macros are one thing, but the ingredients are in the macros.
But if you live with macros, you might get caught with that.
Absolutely.
Because someone might say, hey, it fits my
That's
macros.
my macros, right? But it
Does
doesn't
it?
fit ingredients. The macros might be there, but what are the ingredients of those macros? Like that's the whole point, right? Like, what's the source? Where did it originate from? What made it?
That's why I'm against macros, but I'm against researching.
I think ingredients and
Protein,
macros,
carbs,
absolutely. Because
your sources.
you want to know what those are. Obviously, if you're really trying to be really dialed in and specific, right? Like you look at it, you can weigh out your food, you know exactly what it is. I think us nowadays we can eye pretty much what it is. I mean, I used to do it in the beginning. I used to weigh out everything and just be like, oh,
I eyeball it now.
and I can just eyeball it now. It's like, all right, if I'm over just a little bit, it's not.
I take a box of pasta, I divide it by 3, those 3 meals.
Yeah, I mean, it's so even the steaks, like I know they're all 10
Right.
ounces, like cool, like.
And who cares if it's 12?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
If it's a little bit more,
Yeah, doesn't matter.
hey, that's a win for me. I got a little bit more than 10. So, I think that people really need to look at ingredients, really need to look at the macros at that point. But ingredients are the main thing. And what is it made of, right? And then the macros come into play. Like, all right, cool. Like, what are we talking about? Fats, carbohydrates, and protein. And then obviously, whatever your goal is, and you divide those macros up.
So someone's going to turn around and say, well, carbs make you fat.
It's not true.
But hold on. Why don't we hear fats make you fat?
Well,
Why do carbs make you fat
I'll tell you.
and fats don't make, we don't hear fats make you fat now. Because now fats are good for you.
Right. Good fats. Yeah. But fat makes you fat.
Fat makes you fat. 1 gram of fat has 9 calories.
Absolutely.
Double of a
Absolutely.
carbohydrate.
Absolutely.
So we hear carbs make you fat, but fats that are double the calories,
Right.
we don't hear anything of that.
Right. And honestly, it's carbs turn to sugar, sugar turns to fat. That's how it rolls.
But fat is already fat.
No, listen, I'm
It's
agreeing
not
with you.
converting. It's in you.
Fat is fat. That's why that should be your small scale on your macros.
That's already in you. You don't need to convert it. That's fat. You just added more fat to your body.
Yeah. No, agreed.
But carbohydrates is your source of energy. You can build muscle.
Yeah.
Now, if you're eating too much and you're not being active, that's like spending more than you earn.
Right.
Okay? That's being irresponsible.
That's right.
Period.
That's right.
It's not the carbs.
Right.
It's the job that you have, the spending that you are doing with the job that you have.
Right.
That's being irresponsible.
Right.
So don't blame your bills. You can't pay the bills because
I don't think I think carbs are an essential thing as far as like
Absolutely.
the right carbs.
Right.
You know, I think that that's the thing where people eat too much and just they spill over. I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, people can't be responsible with carbs. They can't be responsible with.
they just want the easier way.
I mean, listen, if you want a carb cycle, I guess you'll lose some weight here or there. Your body would be like guessing and be like, all right, but like that's not something you're gonna do all the time
I
either.
got a female client eat 800 grams of carbs.
That's a lot. It's a lot of carbs.
She can't gain weight.
Wow.
And she's 56 years old.
Hormones. Probably throwing some tests, probably gain some new muscle. But she's eating a lot of carbs. 800 carbs, a lot of carbs.
800 carbs, 260 grams of protein,
Wow.
and 60 grams of fat.
She's eating 260 grams of protein. Wow. And what's her weight?
One 178.
Wow. That's good. And she wants to gain more muscle?
No, she just stopped. She wanted to gain more muscle, but she was losing weight on me. Like I bumped her up to 600 last week. I had a consultation. What's your weight? She goes, I haven't gained a pound.
But she wants to gain.
I don't want her to lose
Why?
because she's lean already.
Oh, she's 170 pounds lean?
Yeah. Listen, she might have 5, 10 pounds, but I want her to have that fat on her.
Right.
She's got abs.
Right.
But the thing is, if she's under eating, she's not going to grow.
Yeah.
So I want her a little over
Sure.
caloric, her natural caloric
Sure,
intake, right?
sure.
So she can grow.
You want a surplus, absolutely.
But if
Makes
I
sense.
keep her where she's at, if every week she's at the same,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I want to increase fats now. I want to increase everything else. It's like, right?
Right?
Carbs don't make you fat.
No. I think they're used the right way. And then people, I think the people that go off of them completely for so long do damage to their systems. And at that point, carbs aren't used as right. Or it's just not. And the body's like, well, what the fuck we do here?
Well, think about it. You carb start, let's say you get peak week, right? Because that's the extreme. So we go there. You got peak week. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, hardly any carbs, right?
Right.
And then Thursday, you don't go 1,000. You'll go 1,000 carbs.
Right.
Go slowly.
Right.
Because what happens? Spill over.
Yep. It's true.
So you got to gradually.
Yep.
So when someone's not eating carbs,
Yep.
you can't just go,
No.
eat all the carbs in the world.
Introduce a little bit.
Right.
Keep
Right.
introducing
Your
a little
body
bit.
can absorb it.
That's right.
Convert it.
The body's like, all right, this is how we need to use it.
Right.
And that's how it goes. I mean, it's definitely the way to go. So if you guys are out there and you guys are hearing this and you guys are worried about carbs, there's a way to eat carbs correctly and to utilize carbs the right way. And
Carbs is a great tool.
of course, nutrition in general is all about timing too. If you really want to get the benefits, if you want just regular life, and that's fine too. 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. I think you'll be okay.
And that works.
For people that just want to just live a regular life and they're not really interested in really building a body or they could care less, because I do got patients like that. I got patients that they don't care about building muscle. They hate exercising. They just want to feel good. I'm like, well, you want everything, but you're not willing to do anything. I mean, I guess these therapists can help to a certain extent, but at that point, you really should do some of the work, and you'll get a lot more benefit. I mean, you got one life to live. You got one chance. You got one time to do really what you want to do with your body.
Right.
Otherwise, it's done.
See where you can take it.
That's what I'm saying. And
That's what I kept telling Tammy, right? Tammy's like, she was the soccer mom, right?
Yeah.
She had gained the weight, lost the weight, gained the weight, had the trainers, like kind of stuff. And then, we met, and she's got that nice small waist, hips,
Yep.
right? And I'm like, don't you want to? She goes, I really don't. I just want to eat healthy and I want to feel good. I said, what if?
Right.
Right?
Right.
What if? Then after 5 years, she's like, okay, now obviously she's training that. Now,
Sure.
we're working together. And I
Yep.
said, okay, what's John? Like,
Yep.
like her product education and like, okay. Now she's like, okay, let me see where I can go.
Nice. I love that.
That's
great.
And it takes time.
Yeah.
But Tammy was one of them.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Trust me.
Because women think, I don't think the guys do. I think the guys mostly say that because it's a fear of failing,
Yeah.
or they don't want to do it because they don't know how.
Yeah.
I think every guy wants muscles.
Yeah.
No, I don't think any guy wants it.
Right. I don't think anybody
You
else
agree?
wants a belly either. I definitely don't think that.
So that whole dad bod thing,
Yeah. Oh, that's bullshit.
I think it's an excuse.
I do
right?
too.
Because if everybody could have abs,
They would.
everybody would have abs. I think we already talked about this, right?
Absolutely.
Same thing with the women. If women can look good as they can picture themselves in their mind when they wear the clothes that they feel good in,
Yep.
if they could feel as good naked as good as they feel with the clothes, would
Yep.
they do something about that?
Sure.
Why don't they? Because they don't think they could.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, they don't think it's possible.
Yeah.
But everything's possible.
Sure.
Everything.
Sure.
I've seen transformations that I were like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when they came to me, I'm not saying I was
Yeah.
the main factor.
Yeah.
Factor. I mean, listen, I'm just a tool that helps people get in shape.
Right.
So are you.
Right.
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 So if somebody wants to get themselves in shape, they will take our advice
Yep.
and our direction.
Yep.
And it's all that.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And I've seen some major transformations that when people come to me, they're like, hey, I want to lose some weight, and then, I don't know where this is going to go, but I just want to lose weight. And we're talking about 70, 80 pounds. And I'm happy just for them coming to me saying, hey, can you help me? Next thing you know, they're down 80 pounds.
That's
90
huge.
pounds.
That's huge.
And I'm like,
It's life changing.
and I got them holding up their dress, their skirt was this wide, and they got this much room left.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. That's huge.
Yeah.
We got questions? Oh, we got some questions. All right, cool. All right. Well, John, how you doing? Doing great. How your holidays? Everything was great on our side. Is there any ideal carb, fat, protein, or does it change for every person? I think, obviously different people
Yeah.
are going to need different macro setups and whatever they're trying to achieve too as well.
I think what she's trying to say there is potatoes and rice and bread,
Yeah.
all these carbs. Can I eat them?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. No,
Right.
it depends. Like for me, I can't do oatmeal.
I don't need
Okay. I can do cream of rice. I can't do sweet potato. I can do regular potato.
just sweet potatoes either.
Okay. I can't do brown rice. I can do white rice.
Yeah, I do
Okay.
white.
But
I can do jasmine maybe.
but it took me all this time to understand.
Right.
But you have to start somewhere.
I agree.
For
sure.
Like when I eat for protein, when I eat egg whites almost every day,
Yep.
not good. I got to do either some steak in the morning. I can't eat egg whites every morning. I get bloated.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many egg whites are you talking about?
A carton.
Oh, okay. So you're eating 12 or 24?
Where's the 15?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
the little one.
Gotcha.
It's 50 grams of protein.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I eat 50 grams of protein every meal.
Okay.
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 So it depends. To answer your question, for now, you start with every type of protein, every type of carb. There's no bad carbs because the only bad carbs is the ones that don't agree with you, right? Some people I know do fruit. I can't do fruit, especially with a meal, right? I retain a lot of water.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like if you give me a can of pineapple and pineapple juice and eat it, I'll be up 6 pounds within 3 hours.
Damn.
You'll see my hands swell up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, my general meal in the morning is 2 full eggs, 8 egg whites afterwards. Now I've went to about 12 to 13 ounces of steak filet, and then I'm eating like baked potatoes or like shrimp, maybe a whole bunch of pasta. So I'm like, this pasta's to die for. I really don't think I should be eating it, but I'm like, yeah, I want to eat some of this.
Take some.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just so good. I love
Yeah.
it. But that's what I do. I mean, usually egg whites, because there's no calories hardly with egg whites
No.
at that point. Like, usually, but I think you're right. I think that everybody body is different and might respond differently to different things.
It's all about digestion.
So it's really you trying these things, seeing how it affects you, and then noting that, right?
Yep.
I better stay away from this, and then go on to the next, and then that works out for the next thing. All right, great. This is.
I also recommend a digestive enzyme with every meal. Doesn't have to be a formulation of digestive enzyme. You can get bromelain, get papaya, that kind of stuff. It always helps. I take 2 of the Beauty Fit ones every meal.
Mm-hmm.
And if I take it, it's crazy. If I take it after my meal, no good. I
Really?
have to take any supplement that I need to take with my meal during my meal,
Gotcha.
not before. During. Like
Hmm.
now, if I forget it, my supplements, either my vitamin C or my that's after the meal, I won't take it.
Wow. Okay.
I
Is it
won't
giving
take
you
it.
is it giving you a negative effect or?
It just sits. I don't digest it. Something happens.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And I'm not talking about placebo. This is years.
Right. Right.
This
Right.
is years. And my
Right.
10 was like, hey, you forgot to take your supplements. I'm like, no, I'm an idiot. I forgot. Yeah, I did forget to take them. I already ate. You know?
I'll take, yeah, I take certain ones, in the morning, obviously before, I start the day. Like I'm taking my IGF-1 in the morning right away and, a couple other things. And then Sloop 332, you're going to want to take that in the morning or the Titan 0304. That one's a pretty good one to take in the morning without food or tesofensine. It's another one. So I'll take a couple of those like the 5-amino-1 MQ in the morning before
Mhm.
meal, and then I'll eat my meal, and then I'll have everything like
Do you wait at all? Do you wait a minute? Like 30 minutes, an hour?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like usually an
Especially
hour.
with the IGF.
It's 45
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah.
That you're supposed to
That's
wait.
okay.
I wait an hour, and then at that point, like I'll come make my meal like right before I'm about to leave,
Mhm.
and I'll have like all my pills and like this little bottle and just swallow them down, which is like my hair health capsules. I take 5 milligrams of lisinopril. I take enclomiphene every day, and then I'm taking shit. What else am I taking? I think that's it. Yeah, lisinopril, enclomiphene. Sloop 332 right now. The 5-amino-1 MQ. Oh, my ECA. I'll take that in the morning on an empty stomach with water.
So, speaking of ECA, when I take an ECA, the people around me know.
Oh, really?
Because I'm like, hey, what's up? You can tell. Like my whole energy is totally different.
Yeah, yeah,
And sometimes I'm like, I'm not gonna take it today. I'm good, I'm
yeah,
good.
yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, we went to Tennessee, right? And I'm driving. I'm like, like, so I split the bottle, one in
Yeah.
the car, one.
Yep.
So I reach over, Tim goes, yeah, you need one. And before we got like 5 miles, I'm like, yo, put the radio on. It's amazing. It's
It
amazing.
is, dude. It is. Those things get me through every single day. And they're game changers, man.
You take it in the morning?
I take it in the morning
Does it hold you all day?
all day. No pre-workout, no nothing.
Well, I've made the mistake, and I don't even know if I'm going to make it say it,
Take it too late, you're gonna be up all
but I
night.
can't stop. Like if I go train at 8 o'clock at night, I'll take it.
Oh, for sure.
And at 1 o'clock in the morning,
You're still going.
I'm still going.
I know.
But I don't mind it because I feel good. It's not like I want to go to sleep and I can't go to sleep.
Yeah.
Or I don't have a clock to wake up to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
thank God I'm on my own.
Yeah,
schedule.
yeah.
But if you feel so good, it's like I'm on my laptop, on the camera,
Sure.
or if I go in bed, and you're just like, you just feel.
Yeah, no, it's an euphoric feeling, and it's good natural energy.
Yeah.
What I used to do back in the day was, I've got a little bit higher doses now, but I used to take, like, if I had to get ready for like a show or whatever was going on, I would take one of the high dose supplement vitamins in the morning, and then at probably like 1 or 2 o'clock, maybe 3 in the afternoon, I would take the second one, and that would get me through my training if I was going to train later, and then I'd be able to go to sleep at night and still be able to be good.
I wish I had them doing the expos.
Dude, they're the best. That's those are the times where I will take two. If like it's like Olympia or something like
Next time
that.
I'm going to, I'm taking my.
Yeah, bro, because you gotta be.
You're just exhausted.
Yeah, and you gotta be like,
Yeah.
I gotta be up all
Because you're on all the time.
I know. That's
You're
what I'm
on all
saying.
the time. And then when it just dries out,
Yeah. People don't understand that.
Oh.
Like you get drained, like mentally and physically from those expos.
I could probably tell you for 25 years, I might have gone out after the expo 3 times.
Yeah.
I went straight to my room.
Yeah, me too.
I'll order some pizza and some Diet Coke and call it a day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, even after the Lindsay Expos, I've got all the VIPs. Oh, about that. I've got all the VIPs and all that. And just like, I ain't going to sleep. I'm going back to the hotel. I'm going to sleep.
We would when we had a booth there at the Arnold, we will have a team dinner at the Mortons across the street.
Yep.
From the Hyatt.
Yep.
And some of the times I'd be like, you guys have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
Eat all you want.
Yep.
There's the credit card.
Yep. Yeah. On those nights after the Expos, like Olympia, stuff like that, I'll take the team out for team dinner. And Before I would take, I'd go to a nightclub. We would take off the nightclub. But this last year,
You went to the nightclub? Oh my God.
oh, I've done it, with years because I want to take my team out. I want to do the right thing, So, I'd go with them, because that's interacting with them, being with them. That's what it's all about. But this year, they went by themselves. Like, I ain't going. You guys go. A couple of them went.
What did Mike do? Did he go? No.
Mike ain't going to no nightclub. Dude, he not staying up that late. He don't care about drinking. He don't care about nothing.
Nothing.
That does not do anything for him.
No.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. Because,
He hasn't changed.
Mike, was a ladies guy, right? Like, he's looking for him, and all that, right? So I would imagine him wanting to go to nightclubs to see him, but he could care less. He could care less. It's just funny, because most guys, they'll go out, whatever, do it, whatever, and it is what it is. But yeah,
And recover the next day. Then you got the buffet, the breakfast buffet.
Yeah.
Feeling like shit.
yeah. That's the thing. I don't even drink as much anymore. It might be a little bit here and there. So before Titan, I used to drink a lot.
See, I don't.
Not a lot, but like on
Give me,
weekends, I used
give
to.
me a drink that I like. I might enjoy drinking. I don't like anything. I might drink some Ouzo once in a while.
Yeah, growing up, with Toxa, Uzo, right?
That's just,
That's just, that was growing up in the church. That was going to Christmas night at the church.
next to the church.
Yeah, the hall.
The hall.
The hall, right? And you'd be drinking, every
Yep.
kid be drinking.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Because the parents made them.
Absolutely.
Because they're like, hey,
Yeah, you can man up, let's go.
Yep.
So I definitely had those times, but after that it was like, it was Crown Royal with my dad, and then, all that in high school, college it was Crown Royal, and then went down here was Crown Royal, and then at that point, like, I'd start going out and beginning to Titan, I would go out all the nightclubs, and nobody would drink the Crown Royal with me, so I was like, fuck it. I was like, you guys can get vodka or whatever you guys want, I'm not drinking it. But I started getting champagne. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to celebrate when I go out. If we're getting wins, I'm going to start celebrating. I'll drink that. So that's what I would do here or there. And that's what I drink when I go out now.
Crown Royal. Didn't they come out with a peach one?
They did.
A few years ago.
Yeah, they got apple, they got peach.
Apple. I still have them.
Really?
I walked into a liquor store and they had 4 left with the bag.
Yep.
I bought them all.
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
They were delicious. That's one.
Yeah.
One I was.
They got good. That's one thing I like. I haven't been to Canada in a long time, but when I went to Canada, because that's where it's from, you get special bottles there. And I remember getting like this bottle. It was this big, and it was like the little bottle, but it was that big. Yeah. Yeah, but it wasn't with the handle. It looked just like the little bottle, but it was bigger. It was something that I'd never seen in the United
We had
States.
the restaurant. We had the bar, the liquor license.
Yeah.
To get those.
Yeah, the massive bottles. Yeah. We own a bar restaurant. We just get all that shit. It's like I said, through all that, it's like, all right, but like, I don't know. I always have to say, probably the last 4 or 5 years, that's when the alcohol's really went down to a certain degree. I'm like, don't ever want it. Obviously, I want
Obviously, you saw the difference, right?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I don't feel like shit, and I don't think I need alcohol. And at that point, like, it just doesn't do anything for me anymore like that. So, I don't even get drunk anymore. Like, I could go out and drink probably 8 or 9 drinks and not even get drunk.
You give me a beer right here.
Really?
I'm on the couch.
It's crazy.
Big one.
I'm
Big.
like,
Telling you jokes.
I'm almost upset. I'm like, man, I drank this much and I'm not even feeling a buzz. And I'm going to have to deal with the effects of this.
Because your oxygen levels are high.
Probably.
You just
Probably. It's just going through.
ripping right through it.
I literally don't get drunk.
Yeah.
I don't get buzzed. I don't feel like that. Like, it's just super crazy to me. So I'm like, I don't know if it's through the thion or what it is, but it just does not affect. So I'm like, if it's not even going to give me a good effect, I'm like, I'm not even going to do it anymore, right? So it is what it is. But it's okay to be social and have a cocktail here and there. That's the one thing, with Mike, I was like, man, you ain't had one, like, a celebration drink, like, cheers, like, we've just done this amazing thing or whatever it is, or I've been on my 500 cover of the magazine or whatever. But no, it's not like that. Speaking of, I am going out to LA next week.
You are.
I booked it last night. I'm going to LA.
Doing what?
I'm gonna go out there. I got some people out there. I'm gonna go stop by there. I'm gonna go stop by see Mike. I'm gonna go to Laguna Beach. I got some people out there and stuff like that. So just go check it out and see what's going on out
When's the
there.
last time you were out there? Oh, a long time. Oh, really?
Sharice's never been there. So
You'll love it. She's
I'm
got
gonna take her to Beverly Hills where Dale drives,
Stay with
see all that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
so-
lose your wallet.
And that thing, he said, it's like, I'm going to get you all of it.
I'm a guy that went crazy. I didn't make that at Nike time $6,000 the first time.
Oh my God.
And I was a Nike athlete.
Oh
then.
my God.
They closed down. One Beverly Hills closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you see how it is out there with all the other garbage and shit going on out there. So
They cleaned it up.
I hope so. So
Gold Venice isn't what it used to be, but
so I've never been to Gold Venice. So this will be a first for me. I definitely want to go do that. I haven't told Mike I'm going to be coming.
well, now he knows.
No, he won't. He's not watching it.
He'll watch it.
We'll see if he does. But I haven't told him or anybody else. I probably shouldn't be setting up here either, but it is what it is.
It is. What else we got here?
I saw your stories. They're awesome. Thanks. I appreciate that, Christina. How often should IV therapy be done? That's a good question. So IV therapy, I would recommend doing IV therapy if you can, maybe once or twice a month. If you can do it once or twice a month, I think you're doing really, really well. I don't think that IVs are the big thing to do, Laura. IVs are great as a tool for hydration. And in the hydration, you can put, some other, you can put glutathione in there, you put all that in there, and get it in the system and get an IV. So if you're going to do an IV, I would definitely recommend doing these extra things on top of it. But if you're not worried about the hydration, you say, listen, I hydrate really good every day. That's where taking Hercules potion or some of these different things where you get 9 different ingredients in one shot, and you're not sitting there for 45 minutes to an hour, not at your house either, unless you hire some mobile service to come over, and you're going to pay extra for that. So for the money that you're paying, let's say you pay $175 or $200. So that's great for the hydration. So if you went out and partied the night before, or you were sick, or whatever it is, or just dehydrated, great. That's great. That would be worth it to me. But if you're talking about getting B complex in there, or just a push of glutathione or something like that, and everything's fine and dandy, you're overpaying, because at that point, that stuff's only going to stay in your system for 24 to 48 hours. And then it's going to excrete out. So at that point, you're going to need other supplementation anyway.
All right. So this leads me to what you just said. You see a lot of people, a lot of clinics, and I don't want to badmouth them.
No, for sure.
I'm seeing.
Yeah.
They're saying, hey, I'm taking 200 milligrams of glutathione every day.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So what's the difference between me taking 200 milligrams every morning than one IV twice a month?
Oh, it's way different.
Right. Which one's better?
You take it
daily.
Yes.
Right. So,
or even every day.
What am I accomplishing by taking 2 IVs a month? I think you just answered the question.
Yeah. You get hydration. That's the big point.
But I'm not getting the benefits of the glutathione.
You're getting that benefits right away from the glutathione.
But I can just shoot that once you see.
That's correct.
So why don't I just go get an IV?
You might as well not get the IV if you're just worried about the glutathione, because you just take the shot and you're good to go. Right? Mm-hmm. If you want the IV, that's gonna be hydration, and then at that point, you can throw in the extras on top, or just get.
But that's extra money.
It's extra money.
That money that actually paying the IV to get you a whole therapy.
Absolutely.
Right? Because
100%. If you paid $175 or $200 to save for an IV, you get 30 shots of glutathione for that, 180.
Right.
So at that point, you're getting 30 shots. You're not getting one shot.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You're paying for the bag and the service and all that other stuff that goes along with it.
My point is that bag, and you already answered. I'm sorry, you already answered. That bag of IV is gone 48 hours later.
Right.
So you're living that bag for 48 hours.
That's it.
So it's not because there's a misconception out there.
Sure.
That, I go and I get an IV once every 2 weeks.
Oh, you're trying to say it works for 2 weeks? Yeah.
But that's what they're putting out there.
Yeah, well, they're
I get an IV once every 2 weeks. I'm good.
No, that's not true.
And I try to,
it's good. I'm not going to say if somebody told me, I'm getting 2 IVs, that's great. But that's not going to cover you for the whole month.
I could walk into the emergency room and get a free IV.
Yeah, it's free.
Well, not free, but you know what I'm saying. It's like
you could go to one of those places and get just a saline bag.
Yeah.
That's what it is with a ranger. Probably $75, maybe $100.
But to me, that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, you add the glutathione, you add all this stuff. That's just extra money that you could be getting a 30-month supply.
30 shots for sure.
Right.
That makes
That's my point.
Absolutely.
But people think because that IV has the glutathione,
Yeah.
all these other vitamins and
Yeah.
whatever they need in there,
Yeah.
that they're okay for that for the next 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I know. Right. You know, they'll say that about B12 or vitamin C they
Right.
put in or whatever. Like, oh, I had this like 2 weeks ago. I'm like,
It's gone.
great. That ain't doing anything for you right now. I'm like, why do you think that people supplement every day?
Right.
This is something you need to add every day almost. So at that point, like, if you're just talking about doing it every 2 weeks, I mean, it's not really good. It's not really optimal.
No, that you said that because there's a misconception out about
There's a lot of people that think that, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And I'm just like, how did you ever think this? Like,
because that's what
that's what these people out there
but
sell.
they're really not they're not really saying it.
No, I know.
But they allow everybody to believe
Yeah.
that's all you need.
Misconceptions. Absolutely. 100%. Sell the IV bags. IV bags are the lowest selling product at Titan Medical Center. Let me put it that way. Because you know what? I push IVs, but I don't push IVs enough. I will push them more. But I'm going to tell you guys the truth. Like, and if it's be able to take your own injection and get a lot more bang for the buck, then that's the way I would go, because hydration is something that you can do by yourself. You don't need an IV bag. Now, listen, if you're severely dehydrated, absolutely. If you're around drinking, you're probably not feeling good, dehydrated, that would probably help. If you're sick, that would definitely probably help, right? If you have diarrhea or all this, like vomiting, whatever it is.
Right.
But, you know, like a regular person like me or you, like going day by day, listen,
Some salt in your water and drink it.
we can drink plenty of water, get our electrolytes in, and be good to go, and take this and not have to go and sit anywhere or pay the higher cost of things. You know, so yeah, I think that's a good point for sure. What other ones we got left?
Those are all the good questions. I'd like for you to answer that. Scroll down just a little. It's right at the top there. No. Scroll down a little.
Let's just go through
It
them.
was about optimization.
Yeah, it was right. It was like right at the top right there. How y'all doing? And is there an ideal carb fat? Are plant-based proteins as effective as animal-based proteins? I don't think so. I'll just put that out there for
No,
you.
they're not.
All right. Why is bioidentical hormone replacement therapy used at Titan? Because it's bioidentical to your body. We don't want to put anything synthetic, or your body is not. It's going to reject, basically, right? It's going to think it's foreign. So bioidentical is just like your hormones. So your body does not reject it.
Right.
All right.
Alex Peterson.
Alex,
So long-term hormone optimization alter the body's natural feedback system permanently.
ooh.
Here's the thing.
Usually it's already messed up when we get to it.
There you go. But it says long-term optimization.
Sure.
You're optimizing. You're hormone replacing. You're not abusing,
Right. Right.
right? But for you to start hormone replacement therapy, there's a deficiency there anyway.
Yeah. Can you go back to that, Andres? Thanks. So long-term hormone optimization, altering the body's natural feedback system permanently. So one, it's probably already altered, and that's why we're helping replace the testosterone and balance those hormones out. Two, as time goes on, no matter what, those levels would decrease over time, no matter what. So at this point, like even most people that are 30 years old are at 300 nanograms per milliliter as far as your testosterone goes. So when we see this, and this was the FDA that said this, so they're
300 is low, right?
300 is real low,
Real low.
real low.
Yeah.
I mean, LabCorp is 264 to 916. Quest, I think, is 350 to 1150. Huh?
To 500? No.
Oh no, it's up to 1150.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's how LabCorp used to be. It used to be up to 1150. A couple years ago, they knocked theirs down because the sample of those people had those average levels, and all those people were obese and overweight and had low testosterone levels. So at that point, it lowered the top line, which is crazy to do. But yeah, you're not going to damage it over time, but
Yeah.
if you're abusing it over time,
That's
Yes.
what I say.
yes.
Now, if you're abusing testosterone and PEDs, okay,
Yeah.
then there's a problem.
Sure. If
Okay.
you're great 8 or 9
Very, 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 very rarely your hormones come back to normal.
I've never seen it come back.
Very rarely. Okay.
It's like where it was.
Yeah.
I've seen it come back normal. Like, yeah, like, all right, so a guy was like, let's say 800, goes on test, does that, gets off on a cycle, 12 weeks later, comes back at maybe like 500 or 600, maybe. And this is after using Clomid and novel
PCT.
yeah, doing a PCT type cycle and doing this. So it didn't come back to where it was. And so was it really worth it? I don't know. I mean, at that point, I guess it depends on the person feels, but at 600, you're probably going to feel worse than you did at the 800. So at that point, you're gonna have to want this for the rest of your life.
Here comes the hormone replacement therapy.
Here comes the
And
balance.
here's answering his question.
Yeah, here comes the balancing act. You're messed up, and now we have to fix you. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They go on things, they don't know how to use these things. Even if they do know how to use these things, they don't understand what the long-term effects can be, and they have the problems. And so they come to us to get it fixed. What is the psychological impact of restoring hormone patients?
You got someone from the UK sending some love.
Oh, what's up, Richie? I appreciate the love from the UK.
Yep.
So, what is the psychological impact of restoring hormones in patients who felt normal for their age? The psychological impact is amazing. When you restore the hormones, they thought they felt normal.
Yeah.
They don't really know what normal feels like.
You want to run through walls.
Well,
You're able to run through walls.
You feel like great. And the best example I could give is you bought a 2000 Cadillac Escalade. That thing is beautiful. You kept it in the garage. You barely drove it. And this thing is awesome. Drives like a cream puff. Now you go jump in a 2026, and you're like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing. This thing is just great, responsive, faster, and your luxury just tops the cake. That's the best way I can describe it. Like, you think you know what feel good is or normal?
Here's another example. People drink, people don't eat healthy, but they're like, I feel great. Right? Because that's what they think they feel great.
Right.
And then they clean everything up.
Right.
And they're like, oh,
right.
This feels great.
That's what I've been missing.
That's what, yeah. Yes. Because every day we think we feel great.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you tweak it a little.
Yep.
And like, oh, this is what works.
This is what was great. All right. What role will genetic testing play in future type treatment? Nothing. No. Genetic testing will be good for other things, maybe drugs or disease, but for what we're doing, not really going to help. Unless, like I said, unless it's to do with like cancers or something like that, then we can look at that. It'd be great. Really happy with your product and services. Yeah. I'll come next week. Hell yeah, Sabrina. That's awesome. Thank you. Come, Titan Nuggets on fire. Appreciate it. Thank you guys so much. And Sabrina, we definitely got to have you down here. So just let us know. I'll give you some exclusive Titan gear for coming down. But we went over our time by like almost 20 minutes. So
it went so fast.
It did. It went quick. It always goes quick for yourself. Yeah. It's organic stuff. So, we want to thank you guys for joining in, all of us.
Thank you.
We appreciate the questions, and I hope you guys got something out of this.
And congratulations on the LA Fitness.
It's
awesome. Huge, bro.
It's huge.
It's huge for everybody out there.
Yeah, it's really big for patients.
Yeah.
That's what I want it for. And it doesn't benefit us. We don't make no money on it or anything like that. But our patients benefit from it.
Doing the right thing.
And exactly. Cool. Right? If I can provide some more value for them and add something in for them, then I'm going to do it. So this year we're going to pave the way for a lot of new things. I think in 2 weeks I get the true crowd. I got to go through that training, and I'll have that for us, and that thing's going to be super cool.
I'll be your first patient.
Super cool. You're going to love this thing. So,
thank you, everybody.
Yeah, join us every Wednesday for Titans Edge, Evolving with John and Jimmy, 1 p.m. We'll see you on YouTube and our social media platforms. We appreciate it, and look for the video that we put out on this, and it'll be all.
If you guys, if you guys see this on the replay and you guys have questions, post your questions under the replay video and under the comments, and we'll answer them.
Yeah, we'll bring it up next time for sure. We appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next week. Titans Edge, Evolving with John and Jimmy. So, thank you, guys.